My father is yelling at me this Wednesday morning. He's just yelling at me, but is taken out of context, and I'm very, very sad. My dad was just yelling at me. But, I mean, obviously, you know, people can do whatever they want, especially if you're like a father. You can yell at your son, I guess, but he's yelling at me, but he's not being reasonable, and he's saying that I'm being out of line. He says that a lot, and I don't know if my face can represent what I'm trying to say about who I am and what I'm trying to do, but I really feel like I'm from a broken home, and I grew up in this area. I grew up in that house over there in a small city in Oregon, and I feel like I understand a lot about how my siblings never want to come back here again, and the number one reason is my father, and I understand that. I've always understood that, but I think I'm starting to understand that at a deeper level, and this morning has been very, very bad because, you know, I'm not eating food because they're not giving me food. They're not letting me eat the food that I should be a part of, because I am contributing. I'm contributing by working for my father, and that was part of the deal, but they say, well, that's not part of the deal, and that's unfortunate, because I mean, it is a part of the deal as far as I know back in when I did it before, and I was living here in 2011, 2012. I was living at my dad's house, the house I grew up in, and I worked for my father 20 hours a month, and that was part of the deal, and there was no problems with that at that time before, but now it's turning into a deal because Robin is yelling. Robin Baker is the woman, is the girlfriend of my father, and she lives in the back room, and she totally took over it and won't let my dad into the back room that used to be my parents' room for so many years. So I'm from a broken home, if you don't know, and my parents got divorced in 2008 after 28 years of marriage, and it's frustrating to be in this situation. I'm making this video partly to let some people know that I understand what it's like to be in a home like this. I'm not totally like restricted or limited to being here forever, and that was not really part of the plan. I'm not really saying that, you know, I came back from Vietnam to live here in America, just like with my parents, with my father or whatever. That was not really the plan. I mean, that might be what is happening right now, but that's not the whole story, and I feel a little bit misrepresented by everybody. Lots of people, everybody. I mean, I don't know if anybody really knows what I am, what I'm capable of doing, what I've already done. I really don't like it when my father says that I never worked before. Other people in my house, they say things like, you know, I haven't done that, or I didn't do this, or this or that, you know, this thing or the other thing, and there's a lot of hearsay, it's a lot of accusations, there's a lot of misrepresentations without the whole context, without the whole story, and I feel like I really don't like that. But at the same time, I just feel broken, and I feel I don't look so good, so I feel I'm not so good. I don't feel so good. I don't look so good. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to get the words out, and trying to make these videos, and I'm writing stuff, and I got some audio of what they were saying on YouTube, uploading some of the audio of my father yelling at me, so you can listen to my father yelling at me and stuff. And I got this video that I'm probably gonna put this video on Facebook, even though I probably shouldn't. Maybe some people will say, don't put this video on Facebook, because, you know, obviously it sounds like I'm just like, maybe you might think I'm complaining and just complaining, or something bad, something that shouldn't happen or whatever, and I understand, and I try to respect your opinion or the facts or something, but I really do need to get the story out, regardless of the consequences of this. Like, for example, maybe they'll find out that I'm talking about them and making videos and stuff, they'll yell at me, kick me out or something. So I feel like, that's unfortunate. I don't know, like, what's gonna happen exactly with me, because I feel like my father is very, very angry, and he was yelling at me. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it's the 27th of December 2017. Right now, today, Wednesday morning, it's about 10:30 a.m. And I'm Oatmeal Joeyarnoldvn, and you can Google me. You can find me all over. You just type in the name Joeyarnoldvn. That's the username, Joeyarnoldvn. And I'm trying to make these videos. I've been making videos for the past 20 years, since about 96, so I made thousands of videos. Robin was yelling at me about a lot of things that I didn't do, because she's saying oh, you didn't wash the dishes, but I did. And you don't say thank you, but I did. And that's what drunks and other kinds of people do, addicts, different kinds of addicts. I have an Arnold addict, and I'm back in the Arnold addict. Is this the Arnold addict? I don't know, but I feel very, very terrible right now. I'm trying to be optimistic and stuff right now. You can see my lips, my weird. I need to, have plastic surgery and operate on my mouth and everything, because I really don't like the way that I look. I sound like a girl. I sound like Michael Jackson. Robin was talking about Michael Jackson and talking about how I made a video about how, oh, Michael Jackson, I like little boys, but I was trying to be a character or whatever, and it might have been satire, it might have been comedy, it might have been a lot of different things all mixed up in one. And I don't exactly know which video that Robin was talking about this morning, this Wednesday morning. She was yelling, oh my God, and Robin said, oh, and I showed Rick, maybe my brother, probably my brother, and he was upset. Maybe that's what she said, that he was like, oh my God, and my brother's a weirdo, or something like that. Just like Michael Jackson was a weirdo, even though maybe he wasn't, because that's another debate that people can have about Michael Jackson and the pros and cons, and was he falsely accused and stuff, and we can talk about that, but you can also talk about me if you want. And I just feel totally violated for being taken out of context and everything, and I just feel totally violated and stuff, and I don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I can, do everything that is required of my father and the people in my house, because they're always gonna, accuse me of other things that I didn't do, because they've done that in the past, and that's what those kinds of people do, and they've been doing it for a very long time, and it's very, very upsetting, and it's driving me a little bit insane. I'm a little bit, angry, even though I'm not, yelling, even though I'm not, it's not that it's, bubbled in. I don't hold things in and then blow up. Sometimes I may raise my voice and say, don't say that. It's totally controlled, and then I stop. As an actor, as a speaker, as a teacher, as whatever that I am, and everything that I am, and everything I've done, and everything, I try my best to be a kind of person that can make a difference in the world, and I try to contribute not just to people in the household, but also to the whole world. And that's what my life is all about, is contributing to the whole world through everything that I do, especially if I'm able to do some online teaching as an English teacher online, and making money as a writer with Steemit and other websites, and through making money through investments in Bitcoin and stuff, the stock market and stuff. And I've been making money a little bit, but it's not consistent. And I try to tell my dad, I try to tell Jamie Dawson, I try to tell Robin Baker, I try to tell the people in my house, like my dad and the other people, and I try to tell other people too. And some of the people may not get it totally, not get it enough, and I feel like it's a little bit sad that people think that I'm an idiot, that I'm just living off the system, even though I'm not really on the system, because I don't have food stamps yet. But I feel very, very, frustrated that people are accusing me of being a hobo, being a homeless person, because Robin and my dad would say, oh, you went to Vietnam, and you just, you didn't do anything. You didn't work, you didn't help people, you didn't do anything. You didn't do, and basically those are the kinds of things that they say about me in Vietnam, even though they don't know anything about what I was doing in Vietnam. And even people in Vietnam don't really know, because you have to follow me. And there's a lot of things, I was working on that I didn't even finish in Vietnam, and I wasn't really like I wasn't really planning on stopping. I wasn't gonna stop like living there. That was my future, and it could always be the future in the future, like, because I never said that I didn't want to live in Vietnam, but I decided to come back to America for a lot of reasons, like the economy and stuff, and I want to like settle down, and a lot of things. It's kind of complex and stuff, but I really wish people would get that. Came back also to get some of the videos, but they won't let me get the videos, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you get the videos, and that's what Jamie said this morning. Oh, I'm gonna help you. Yeah, he also said, I'm gonna help you and take you to drive you over to get some food stamps tomorrow, and he may not do that, but I may try to take on his offer. Perhaps I'm thinking about it right now because I'm walking right now. I'm either gonna walk to the library right now, or I'm gonna walk over to the bus and go and get food stamps. Perhaps I don't really know if I'm eligible exactly, but maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But that's another story about the welfare system, because they talk about contributing and about how I need to contribute with the food stamps, but the food stamps comes from the taxes, and the taxes is basically money that could have gone for food for other people and other things, basically. So food stamps is basically other people's food, but they consider that as contribution, even though I'm working for my father, and that's the contribution that I agreed upon with my father. So my father is breaking his own contract. Unfortunately, he's breaking his own contract with me, and that's what I'm angry about. I'm angry. I should probably make another video and start out with my father's breaking a contract with me. He doesn't even care, doesn't even know that. He probably doesn't even understand, and that's the one thing I try to tell my father. And you can watch the videos, listen to the audio on YouTube of me and my father and the other people in my house this morning. I'm uploading it, and I really want to try to let people know what it's like to live in a dysfunctional family. The dysfunctional family. And I'm not here to say that I will not, do this or do that, certain things, But some people will accuse me of that and say, oh, Joey Arnold won't do this or won't do that, or will never do this thing or that thing or whatever, based on the accusations, the hearsay of something I might have said or something I did or didn't do. Allegedly. There's a lot of accusations, a lot of allegations going on, and it's very, very unfortunate to be misrepresented, but that's my life, and it's the life of some of the famous people out there, and I'm gonna try my best to continue to do whatever I can. If I can get some help from some people, that'd be great, because I really need it, because I feel very, very terrible at the moment. But I'm gonna try to press on and do whatever I can. But I don't really know what the future holds for me. Don't know where I'm going right now. But please take care of your life and your family and the friends the best you can, because it can be very, very hard. And sometimes you have to realize that you can't talk to certain people because they're never going to listen. They're never going to really understand what you're saying. That's basically what I'm getting with the people that live in my house. I can talk all day to them, and I can try to reason with them. And I just feel like I'm wasting my time, so I may not do that anymore. But I really don't know if my father was really, really drunk this morning, because usually he tries to sober up in the morning, but it seems like he was not really that sober this morning. Even though technically he's always drunk, but he's more drunk at night. From beer and vodka and everything. The life of an alcoholic. You know what that's like. I don't know what it's like, because I've only drunk a few beers. I don't drink. Because I didn't like it. I never really liked it, but My hands are very cold. My hands are holding this, and my hands are very cold. It's very cold outside. And there's ice and stuff, or there was some ice, and there was some snow around this time in where we live. So please take heed in life. Do what you can. Get out of places that you shouldn't be in. So people are gonna tell me, okay, get out of there then. Get out of there. But it's not that simple. I'm not going to really get out at the moment because I'm there for a reason to get the videos and stuff, and you also need to have a place to go to. Right now I don't really have another place. Not to say that I couldn't, not to say that I wasn't, like, and stuff, and that's another thing that people are going to say. People are going to say, Oatmeal cannot do this or cannot do that, couldn't do this or didn't do this or do it makes me pretty upset that people are going to ignore things that I've done, the work that I've done in my life, the different jobs, even volunteering in New York, Hawaii, different places, and the different jobs I had in different states, and even the jobs I had in Vietnam, many years, you know, even as a web designer, as a teacher, as a counselor, as a maintenance worker, food prep person, a couple different jobs. I mean, I think it's a little bit impressive for a resume, for a CV in my life, and I'm a little bit happy for the things that I've done and all the people I've met. I'm not too happy about making these kinds of videos, and I don't plan on like only making videos like this, and I would probably try my best to not make videos like this, and not just make videos where I'm just like, oh my god, the people are trying to kill me, oh my god, I see dead people and stuff like that, because that's basically the atmosphere that I'm creating. That's how it feels, that's how it appears, that's basically what I've done a little bit too much. And I would say that's what I'm working on. I'm right behind or in front of. I'm in front of the Best Western on the Pacific Avenue Street in Forest Grove. It's at the entrance. It's near 7-Eleven. Across the street from the 7-Day Adventist. You can see 7-Day Adventist right there. And I went there a few times, and Robin goes there. That's what she says, and I see her truck or car there at times. And so I'm going to continue to do stuff, and I'm going to do a lot of stuff in the future, a lot of great stuff, or I'm going to try my best to do better things, good things, and not like complain or whatever this video is, whatever you think this video is or is not. You know, this video may or may not be whatever you may think it is, and that's a little bit unfortunate, and I'm a little bit sad about, people not knowing, people not realizing what I'm trying to do for the world and everything. And people are gonna, tear you down, but don't let people tear you down, and keep moving on. Thank you.